But honestly, fuck that mentality, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let's promote talents. Let's promote confidence in our kids, bro, to pursue their dreams.
I like that,
You
bro.
understand? Yeah, bro.
I like that. What's up, guys? So we're back again for our first episode of brown culture, about breaking down brown culture. So this one here was something that I've actually felt quite passionate about because I see it all the time, right? So Shoni, I'm not too sure if you experience this in your side as well, right? But I'm going to talk to it from my perception. Having an Indian girlfriend and being Indian as well, right? So something that we want to talk about today was the expectations from parents of their kids, right? And this can go as far down as separating it between your daughters and your sons, because they both have different expectations from their parents. It can be siblings, but they'll have different expectations, right? But we'll get into that further. So the first part I wanted to go into was education, right? Education and career. You know, for the longest time, I know Indian parents always had an expectation of their kids doing very well, but like naturally any parent will expect their kids to do very well, you know. I'm not sure if your parents were like this, but if I got 98%, you know, for a subject, where is the other 2%?
Why is it not 100?
Yes. So, you know, that expectation, I think parents don't realize how much pressure it puts on the kid when you're so focused on them, on what they haven't achieved, but you're missing out what they have achieved. You know, so that mind shift, you see it happening, but it's not very common. There's a few families that are achieving that, right? And it's not a lot of families. Like I know growing up as well, it's been I was an average student, bro. I was never, I mean, you know this, I was never top of the class, bro. And I never wanted to be. But when I used to come home, it was a case of, why are you not, you know,
top of the class?
Yeah, well, why are you not top of the class? Like, it was always a struggle when I came home. Like, I knew when I get my report, it's going to be an argument. Like, I'm going to get told this and that for not getting this marks or not getting that marks. And the thing is, it's a lot of pressure, you know, socially. Kids have a social life. That's what they're meant to do when they're kids. They're meant to socialize. It builds up their social skills. It's not meant to be focusing full time on achieving 100%. When you start conditioning people to do that, you're almost messing with their whole perception of life. Because the minute they mess up, they start blaming themselves to say that I missed out 2%, right? And breaking that down, it needs to stop, right? You know, having that mentality needs to stop, right? Is it something that you experience, bro? Like, I'm not too sure if you've had that experience or you know people who experience that.
Depends on the family, dog. You know what I mean? Obviously, like you said, every parent wants their kid to excel in school, especially in subjects that are the difficult subjects. You know, the more
your
maths, your
accounting,
anything that's very flashy. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, that's gonna put you in the right direction. They want you to excel in that. So, for me personally, my parents were very chill, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like they allowed me to fail or whatever, but they were very understanding that no, as long as you put in 100% effort, it's fine, you know. And then obviously, other parents would be like, no, you need to, you know, push harder.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, it really depends on the family, depends on the family dynamics. Not every single family has that supportive structure. You know? Whereas some other families are very, very full of high achievers. So if you're not playing in that league, you're kind of shunned out in a way. You know what I mean? So I know a friend of mine, right? That person comes from a family full of academics. You know? The dad is a big shot, very educated. The mom as well, the brother as well, sister as well. Understand? So that person has such big shoes to fill. Yeah. Because everything is kind of like, why aren't you, you know, following in these footsteps? You know, they're not really focused on what career path, but whatever it is that you do, make sure that you excel. It is, you know. So, but if you're not excelling, it's kind of like, come on, bro.
The disappointment in the family.
Bringing down the group average.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I can't really say it, dog, because there's so many dynamics to black families, you know. Yeah. Whereas white and Indians, not to be stereotype, whatever.
Yeah, just from your perception. Yeah.
My perception is that it's very standard, They rule with the iron fist.
Yeah.
You have to excel, especially Indians. I don't even lie.
Yeah.
I know Indians with academics. That's why you guys, even in high school, they remember.
One of our buddies.
Exactly. Look at your St. Martins. Who gets the distinctions? It's the Indians.
Yeah.
You understand? Not like, hey guys, I'm not being racist, but let's speak facts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when it comes to Indians, it's that. Whites usually that.
Yeah.
Black people, honestly, depends on the family because there's so much involved with black people's families and lives that you can't say, hey, focus on this because there's so many things, bro. Like you don't have a father figure. Yeah. You have this. There's so many things that. So I can't really say, but I'll say from my perspective, it was chill. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I like the point you brought up, bro. Like if you look at the academics, that already tells you the kids who are under pressure. If someone is exceeding very well in school, and if you can tell that it's a specific race group, it tells you the amount of pressure they go through, and that's why, like even now, like with me at my age, I'm 24, right? I'm going to be 25 this year. I know in high school I was never I have to achieve 18, 19. But that wasn't me. I never wanted to be that person in any case. And I think my parents weren't always accepting to it, but they sort of had to live with it. Like they realized that what they were doing wasn't making me change. So they never find their strategy to make me want to change. So they just let me be me. Alright? And I'm not to brag, but I'm successful now in my own perception, right?
Exactly.
So
in what you do.
Yeah, I'm good at what I do. I'm successful in what I do. And the other kids, I see a lot of them at my age. They're not happy, bro. We have people in our age group dying young because they live in their life now, right? Whereas high school is your social time. You need to socialize with everyone. You need to go to those parties that high schools are having to see the circumstance. And parents don't understand that. And I think if you learn to understand that, you realize that you put too much pressure on them, and you haven't given them enough time to socialize. And now when they're doing it, they're almost messing up their lives for the future, right? So I messed up my life when I was in high school. I had fun then, and I'm not having fun now because I've done it, right? I've socialized. I know what it's like to be in a social group, and I know what it's to be like alone. But I think to move on to the next topic, which is careers, right? So obviously, if you have good grades, you're expected to go into your popular careers, your doctors, your lawyers, your accountants. So you find a lot of Indian people in this field as well. Because honestly, when you grew up, this was the expectation of all Indian kids. You were an accountant, you were a lawyer, you were a doctor. There was no in between, bro. Like you had to be this, nothing else, right? And that was it. And it's not just I'm not saying every family, but majority of Indian people. When you asked me when I was younger what I wanted to be, I said I wanted to be a doctor. The fuck I want to be a doctor for, bro?
Why want to be a doctor?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. You're conditioned to stuff like this, bro. And you're like...
Yes, I like that condition.
You conditioned to it, bro. Like your parents are expecting that from you. And as you grow up, you're like, okay, that's fine, I'll be a lawyer then. But you're conditioned to being a lawyer. Yet you don't even know that you could just be a YouTuber. You could be a YouTuber and make money. And I think parents they themselves have not focused enough on their mentality to realize that there's more to life than your mainstream careers.
Like a lot of the time when you grow up like that, most people don't even realize that they're subjected to that. So you get a lot of people where it's like, yeah, I want to be an accountant. But that's because that's all they know. That's all they want to be.
The conditioning.
They don't even understand that they've been groomed to think that accountants are the best career to go into.
Yeah. Absolutely, no, I agree with that, bro. For black people, man, I'll just say from my perspective, obviously guys can correct me if I'm wrong, we have this kind of like arrivalist mentality, dog. Like, my son's a lawyer, my son's
it's a status thing.
Yeah, they have this thing like I want them to show. So my son's a doctor, my son's an engineer, my son's of which there's nothing wrong with that. If your son's a lawyer and he's making it, kudos to you. You know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like you said, we also condition or we try to channel our kids to do this thing because from way back, you know,
Yeah.
we saw these careers as the most prestige and whatnot,
Yes.
whatnot. But if you're speaking facts, dog, I feel like I'd much rather say my son is a software engineer or my son is a programmer. Yeah, a lot of black parents, a lot of black families, it's still very old-fashioned. You know, you still have this. Yes, you can sharp. I'm not saying that these are bad careers, guys. Don't get us wrong, but let's look at the bigger picture now. Where is the world moving? You understand? And where do you want to place your kids in that world? You know what I mean? So for example, my younger brother, dog, is into computer science now. You understand? Because I told my parents that this is the shit.
Yeah.
You understand? So if it was up to me, if it was up to them, I still think they would have the stick to your math, stick to your physics, stick to your... Yes, he can do those things, but do not neglect this career.
Yes.
Number one, because he enjoys it. Number two, because, hey bro, this shit is going to be... If you're not a programmer, you know, like you whack.
Yeah.
Type of thing, you know. So I'm trying to like tell them that technology is the future, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously, family dynamics are not the same, you know. I have a voice in my family, you know. I can say ABC,
yes.
where someone else is kind of like, you're a kid, you don't talk to me. I know what's best for
Yes,
you. You
yes.
understand? So that's the only thing I can say about that, bro. Is that when it comes to careers, yes, we've been conditioned, but I feel like is it millennials or the Gen Y or whatever? Gen Z,
yeah.
you know, us between 25, we obviously now the next you know, batch of parents coming up.
Yes.
And I hope I'm gonna say batch because we are a batch.
We are
a batch. Whether you have kids in the 28, 30, I feel like we need to be this new modernized, open-minded parenting style, very adaptive as well.
Yeah.
You know? Be in touch with what's happening, because if, say for example, in the next 10 years I have kids and being a blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is the in thing, you know, and I can see this and I want my kid to go in this direction and I can see he enjoys it, or he likes art, or he likes sports, why not encourage that, you know?
Yes.
We need to make this habit of encouraging talents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but we come from marginalized groups.
Yeah.
We need that ticket. My son is a ticket. He's going to be a lawyer because he's going to sharp. You know, I'm not disputing that shit, you know. But honestly, fuck that mentality, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You understand? Let's start, if you can, let's promote talents, let's promote confidence in our kids, bro, to pursue their dreams.
I like that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So I think with that said, you know, I think that's a good way to end it off. I obviously look forward to more episodes coming. I think we can still break down the difference between expectation of a daughter and the expectation of a son as well. So we'll have that in the future episodes. But yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of it.
Sure.
Peace.